In today's Power Query Challenge, let's imagine your manager sends you some website navigation logs, and then comes the question: can we see how users actually navigate through the site? Like the actual behavior, where users enter, where they live, how many unique pages they touch, and their full navigation journey. This is exactly the kind of problem Power Query is ridiculously good at solving. I'll copy the header names to use them later. So here we have the raw data with user IDs, timestamps and pages visited, and our goal is to transform it into some kind of report. So first I'll sort by timestamped ascending. This is one of those steps beginners often skip, because the data looks sorted already. Never trust appearances in analytics, especially when you are working with Excel files, not databases. So let's think about the logic first. For every user, we need to get the first visited page, the last visited page, distinct pages count, and full navigation path. Right now the dataset is event level, one row per click, but business questions are usually user level. That's why grouping is the key transition step. We will use table group function. We group by user ID, and now each user effectively becomes its own mini dataset. The underscore symbol here is a placeholder for our mini table. Inside each grouped table, the entry page is simply the first page visited. We can get the list of pages visited just by typing page visited in square brackets after the underscore symbol, and then use list first function to get the first value. This pattern is extremely common in analytics. First purchase, first interaction, first transaction, first login, same idea every time. Now the first column is complete. We can create other columns right here. We will use another pair of figure brackets right inside the list of our columns. So let's get the exit pages names. List last function, and again, this only works correctly because we sorted earlier. 1 week upstream assumption can quietly corrupt the entire analysis. And that's the dangerous part about analytics. Bad logic often still produces beautiful tables. And now let's measure the engagement. We can use list distinct function to get the list of all unique values in pages visited, and then count them with list count function. This gives us the number of unique pages each user touched. And this is already more meaningful than raw click counts, because 10 clicks on the same page tells one story, and 10 clicks across 10 different pages tell a completely different user story. Also, we can use text combine function with a separator just to convert the entire clickstream into a readable navigation path. And suddenly the data becomes understandable by humans. That's an underrated analyst skill. Not just calculating metrics, but making behavior readable. So this challenge looks simple on the surface, but it teaches several very real analytics concepts. How to order transformations, how to group calculations, how to use list-based thinking, and turn behavior into usable insights. Hope you liked it. See ya!